So, how many of us have heard that phrase, don't go next to a boy? Don't touch a boy or don't stand next to a boy because what? You might get pregnant. Pregnancy, where will you pregnancy? How many of us have heard that phrase? Please, I know I can't be the only one. Don't touch a boy. Don't let a man touch you. Don't stand next to a boy. Don't even shake a boy's hand because what? It might lead to pregnancy. Like pregnancy is some type of malaria that can just hop on you, or like a disease that can just jump on you without, any further things going on, right? And what that did to us as the younger generation, or like the younger girls when we're younger, was instill fear in us, fear of things that didn't even exist, fear of the impossible, right? In the diaspora, I used to say, like, in the diaspora, they had sex education, sex ed, right? But here in Nigeria, we have fear education. They're going to instill the fear of sex in you and clock that T, because what? Hey Goldies! Hi Goldies! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Precious Girl. Hi Goldies! Welcome. If you are a new subscriber, hi Queen! Welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Precious Gold. And if you are a returning subscriber, hi Goldie! How you doing, girl? I missed you. Guys, I am so excited to be filming this video today. If you guys remember, in my previous video I said something about filming a deep conversation, a girl to girl conversation, a heart to heart conversation with my girls. But hubby was home that night, so I was just like, why is a man here? He don't need to be in our business, like, we're about to get personal. So I thought that, today would be the perfect day to film this video since he's not home and I have you guys all to myself. And I can really tell you how I'm feeling because what? But you guys, judging from the intro, we are talking about the very forbidden fruits, right? The thing that nobody wants to talk about. It's a sacred topic to talk about, really, especially if you're Nigerian or African or whatnot, right? And right before we get into it, guys, I want to show you my drink. Obviously we gotta, it's so full right now, hold on. Gosh, so refreshing. Like, OMG, I made it. It's like a little cute sunrise. Starting to spill. So let me just take it easy. Wait, how am I supposed to hold this? I'm gonna should be around Kojesu. No problem. But you guys, I made this. I have ice in there. My little vodka, peach vodka. My friend tried it the other day. She really liked it. With some strawberry banana juice as a mixer. And some pineapples in there, pineapple chunks with some lemon. And it tastes so divine. This will get you there. It will sneak up on you. It's that type of drink that, sneaks up on you that you won't really know it's coming, but it's there. A little 2 glasses of this or 3 will get you right. You hear me, sis? Yeah. You're welcome. But yes, let's get right into our topic for today. We are talking about sex, and not just sex. We are talking about all the good, the bad, the things we've learned about sex. All the would I say, we're basically relearning and unlearning things. All the trauma or all the things we've had in our head, all the notions we've had in our head regarding sex since when we're younger, right? Like I mentioned in the intro, that has been something that we've been hearing since we were younger. Oh, don't sit next to a boy, it's going to get you pregnant. Oh, don't touch a boy, it's going to get you pregnant. And things like that just didn't make sense, but they did that. They said that just in their head, that's what they knew. In their head, they were just trying to protect us as like little girls and just put fear in us, but that they didn't really sit us down and tell us why and explain why. And like give us the actual reasons behind don't just have behind oh just don't have sex, you know, or it's going to get you pregnant and being pregnant is such a bad thing, you know. Like, I don't know, information around sex was forbidden, right? But misinformation was very free, right? Because they won't teach you, your parents won't mention it to you, but if you go outside and a guy just wants to take advantage of you, he's basically teaching you stuff, misinforming you about the things that you don't already know from your parents or like from school. Even at school, I feel like they didn't really talk about it either, because we knew about reproductive organs, like, oh, this is your this is your this is your that, don't touch. We knew that, the basics, right? But it wasn't about like sitting you down to teach you the mental and physical stress having sex at such a young age could do to you, or like the other bad reasons aside from having or getting pregnant. You know, you could catch an STD. You are basically exchanging your, whatchamacallit, I'm going to say glory, but that's like the Nigerian in me. You are saying ogwe interchange pelu elomi, you know. Yeah. You know, like other things like that they could have said that could have made more sense, and if only they would have just like sat us down and just explained it better and let us know more, you know. Instill this fear in you, you know. They'll say close your legs, you know, but never guard your heart. Remember, you just be sitting down as a young girl, maybe you just like this. I mean, obviously it is good that they're teaching you how to sit down and whatnot, but it's like, it's more than that. Or just close your leg, it's never guard your heart. I didn't even know there was something called like, is your heart used to fall in love? I just feel like it's just a feeling. You just see somebody you know that like, oh yeah, I love. But like, guard your heart too, because having sex at such an early age or giving it to somebody that is not worth it can hurt your heart, you know, can break your heart. It can do a lot of damage than good, you know. Like at such a young age, you know how many heartbreaks I've had? How many heartbreaks, they broke my heart. And we didn't even do all that sexual stuff, but it was just about like having that emotional attachment that without even touching me, you're touching my head, you know. Like, this is a very TMI conversation, guys, because please, and it's for my ladies, like I'm really just trying to unlearn certain things that I've learned before, and it's just something I feel like no one is really talking about. Because even about menstruations, menstrual cramps and things like that, it used to be something that you would be ashamed of, you know, like something that it's natural for you as a woman, something that, I mean, you can't control it. It's a God ordained cycle, so you can't, like, what's there to be embarrassed about, what's there to be ashamed about, you know? Like, I see ladies that would say, oh no, I don't want them to know I'm on my period, or like, or they don't have to know, oh, I'm hiding myself, I'm this and that. But it's like, your period is your period. If anything, you should even be more babied, like you're in pains. You should be cared for those few days, and not like just add on to the stress of having to hide it from people too, or like just hide the shame or guilt. I had this friend that just never wanted even her girlfriends to know that, like, it was like a thing of shame that she would always hide it and would just stay at home and not, and I just know it was just something to do with what we've learned as we were younger, and that also would just bring me to strict parents raising really promiscuous kids, or like sneaky kids. Basically, you don't have to even be promiscuous, but you're sneaky, like being all strict and all that doesn't help anybody, doesn't help you as a parent. It's like that saying, strict parents raise curious kids or sneaky kids. That is actually true, because, and it's not nothing of disrespect, but it's like, I think it's legit, because obviously in high school I had like a lot of strict kids around me. I'd be strict parents with kids around me, and I know how they operate. I know how they would put a pillow under their bed and sneak out of the house at night and like just be doing, sneaky things. And till now, Seth, I know a friend that her parents think I'm the one that's the bad influence, not knowing that their child is actually the one that's leading me. Like, hello. And the thing is, they won't want to believe like the little angel is like the one doing all this, but it's like, yes, it's her, like, but like things like that is just so funny to me, because like, bruh, you think because you're sneaky, you think because you put a cage, you lock the bird up, it's not gonna want to fly, or it's not gonna find a way to fly. It will. Like, especially in this day and age, this society, like, everyone is trying to be outside, especially if you have not explained to us why, like, you've not given a valid reason as to, like, why we shouldn't be outside like that. We're gonna keep wanting to be outside until we see for ourselves that, okay, this is the bad thing they were saying, okay. Because honestly, like, I see what they're saying, like, I see their reasoning, and I see the thought process of the whole situation, right? But it's just like there was no concrete reason, there was no concrete example, there was no sitting down and just emotionally, with love, with care, give you valid reasons. And at that point, I didn't think I needed it, but like, looking back at it now, like, we all did. We're all just living this life at once. This first time. So our parents we are also just living this life for the first time. So it's like, I also understand that, and I extend grace, right? But it's just like, it still is what it is. You still have that in mind, and I still think like, oh, if I had known this, I probably wouldn't have done that or done this. And in some people's cases, it's even worse, because some people with their first sexual escapade or whatever, they do get pregnant, or they do catch a disease, or insufferable disease, right? So it's like, that's ignorance. That's because they didn't really have that right training back home. They didn't really have people sit them down and like explain to them, it's not just about giving your body away, protect your heart. It's all about consent. It's all about why you're doing it. It's all about who you're doing it for, or giving it to. It's not just about, don't do it because I said so, or because I don't want you to bring any pregnancy to the house. So it's not just about pregnancy. It's a whole lot of things that could happen. Like on TikTok now, there's this lady that is crying on TikTok. She's like 35. She said she was a virgin till she turned 35, and then like she met this guy. She lost her virginity to him and got pregnant, and he left her. There are instances like that too. Like, imagine just being a good girl for 35 years, thinking like the first time you lose it is gonna be with someone, you're gonna be with forever, because of the idea and the notion you've had in your head and that you had since you were younger. You were in this fairy tale line, like, oh, if I'm just a good girl and I keep my virginity, the person that I give it to I will get married to the person. No. It doesn't work for all of us like that. Some people, it does work for them, and kudos to them, good. But like, it's not all of us that's it works like that for. Some people are just not lucky enough, right? But yeah, that's like another situation me get my drink real quick. I'm feeling a little thirsty. This is so good. Just like physical damage, pregnancy, and all your life is over. It's about the emotional damage too, you know, like nobody talks about how your body, or even if your body forgets, your heart probably won't forget, or your body probably fuck. Nobody told us that your body remembers every mistake your heart tries to forget, because obviously our heart just tries to remind us of like the good days, la la la, and da da da, but it's like your body is still having that scars and marks on you. If you've let someone that's not worth it, you know, have that access to you, then it's something you have to live with for the rest of your life, because you can't take it back. You know, it's been done, and you can't say, oh, give me back my my body, you know, I don't want to sleep with you again, so give me back. You can't do that, it's done. So it's not just about pregnancy, it's about like the stigma too. And you know how men will say, oh, I mean, you don't have to enjoy it, as long as I did we not do? As long as I did, then, you know, I'm satisfied. I don't care if you are satisfied, as long as we did. Everybody can say, oh, I won't count you as a body count and stuff like that. But it's like, you have to. In your head, I mean, we girls, we like to erase our body count. We like to say, oh yeah, no, I don't count him as that, because it wasn't even worth it, or it was a waste of body count, or it was a waste of this. But like in the man's head, it's like, hey, now you sabi, I don't already do it, I want to do, like, whether you count it or not, it happened, and I'm gonna count it, I'm gonna remember it, you know, like. So things like that, it's like there's no going back once you've made certain decisions and things like that, is the moral of my story. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything else that I have on here. And yes, fear definitely has made us grow faster, but not wiser. Hence, a 35-year-old lady just losing her stuff to a bum. Now she's pregnant, now she has a kid, and it's like the first only time that she's done that is like she didn't really have that wisdom to choose enough, and like to choose better. She didn't. What is she comparing him to? There's no experience, there's no nothing. But yes, guys, moving back to like that period stuff, I would say there's nothing about it that you should be shameful of. There's nothing dirty about a cycle that gives life, because obviously we all know why we have menstruations is because you refuse to get pregnant. Go and get pregnant. Pregnancy, when we leave pregnancy, my sister. Well, if my mommy should watch it, she'd be like, girl, we should be asking you that question. But guys, yes, yeah, the more we understand our bodies, the less shame we carry, right? Because there's really nothing to be ashamed of about menstrual pains, because it's just how your body works. And honestly, that just reminds me of in Nigeria, when I think I was in primary school or something. I had this classmate. He was a guy. His sister came to visit. Probably was visiting day or something, I'm not sure, but she came to visit, and she was wearing a white skirt or white pants or something, and she was cramping, she was bleeding. Like I could see the blood right on her ass and whatnot, on her pants. So me being me, I'm like, oh no, she's not about to go out like that. Like, I'm about to go tell her, or like offer her my jacket or something. So I went to meet her. I was like, hey, and mind you, I whispered that stuff. Like, I say, hi ma'am, I just wanted to tell you, like, you're bleeding, like you're showing it with your white pants, it's really obvious. Girl, tell me why she flared up on me. She was like, what's your business? You're trying to embarrass me? Is it mind your business? Like, I was like, wait, what? Okay, make it make sense. I'm just trying to tell you so you don't walk around with the bloody pants. Like, what? Make it make sense, right? That didn't make any sense to me, but I actually felt so bad, and I started apologizing, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I shouldn't have said anything, like, I don't know what the fuck I did wrong, but I was just saying sorry. Then later on, she came to meet me, like, a couple minutes, probably an hour later. Then she came back to meet me. She got like a jacket to cover herself up, and she was just like, she's so sorry that she yelled at me and she went off on me, but it's just about the stigma. Like, she felt like I was trying to embarrass her, and because obviously cramping is something to be very ashamed of. Not everybody needs to know, like, oh wow, she's cramping. She felt so embarrassed and she felt so ashamed, and me pointing it out too kind of just made her feel more ashamed, like me, a little girl. I was just like, wait, what? Why are you embarrassed? Like, did you kill somebody? Like, does cramping mean like I could not comprehend, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I didn't understand where she was coming from, because I knew that was just a natural bodily thing. Like, what's the embarrassment for? So that also kind of put that idea in my head, like, wait a minute, maybe menstrual periods or pains or whatever is something to just be, I mean, obviously it's something you keep to yourself. You're not but to go and be telling everybody, oh, I'm cramping, I'm bleeding. Look at me, I'm bleeding, cramping, gay. You're not gonna do all that. I'm not saying all that, right? But I'm just saying, don't be embarrassed about it. It is what it is. Be proud of it. Like, you can't come to work because I'm cramping. If you want to know, this is why I can't come to work. This is da. Simple as ABC, like, it made no sense to me then. But I guess now I see it, and I just hope that, like, she's feeling much better, and, like, she understands now that it's like a bodily thing, and that's somebody way older than me. Like, I wonder how many other people are thinking that. And honestly, I also just wanted to circle back to that lady, that 35-year-old virgin that I'm saying. I'm not using her as an example, as like a bad example, honestly, because it was what she knew that she went off of, based off, right? So I'm not saying like her life is over now, like, oh, she's made a mistake. We've all made mistakes. We've all like been with people we have no business being with. Like, it is what it is. Just keep pushing and just try to unlearn certain things that are not working for you, or things that are not in your favor. Clearly try to unlearn it. Don't think like, oh, because I'm still a virgin, I'm entitled to a good man, I'm entitled to a fairy tale life. It's 2025. Nobody really cares for that. It's back in the days that they say, oh, you sleep with a wife, you have to have blood, white handkerchief. That's another thing. Like, oh my gosh, it's so many things that, like, I heard growing up that was just such an issue for me. Like, I felt like, oh yeah, you can't get married if you're not a virgin. Like, on the night of, your husband needs to sleep with you, and they need to show that you proof that you're a virgin, like put white handkerchief and like show them the blood, things like that. Like, guys, but that is what I mean by we have to just unlearn certain things, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is a new age, new generation. Even the people or the older generation want to be us. Like, they want to have our audience, they want to have our audacity, they want to have our like thrives and things like that, because we're doing better for ourselves. We're not the generation to just like sit back. We're gonna sit up and speak up. You hear me? Yeah. But yes, that's not to say the lady's life is over or anything, and if you've made mistakes, it is what it is. Relax, you're not damaged goods. You are a woman who learned too early without a teacher. If you've made mistakes, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You are simply a woman who learned too early without mistakes, without a teacher. And that's okay. Who can fault you for that? It's your first time being a lady, right? But yes, I'm really just here to bring awareness to this topic and just talk a bit more about it. I'm not here to judge anybody, because trust me, I am not one to judge, right? So I just wanted to give a bit of big auntie vibes or just like girl to girl talk, and just see how you guys are feeling too about this topic. This is really where I just wanted to say what our parents, our aunties, uncles were too shy to say back then. We're bringing it out now, you know. And yes, yes, this is just real talk, no shame, real healing. And let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section. Like if you've also experienced something similar, or like you need to also unlearn certain things, let us know in the comments below, Goldies. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying till the end of this video. I hope to see you in my next one. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye bye, Goldies.